That is burnt.
Hello, good people, and welcome to Unbothered and Well-Fed with Bobby. Now, some of you may be thinking this video has nothing to do with being well-fed, but I beg to differ, because when you are unbothered, you can turn anything that looks like misfortune into success. Even when you don't have all the equipment you need, like tonight, when I have to improvise for all of the kitchen equipment I'm missing, including using my big pot as a mixing bowl. But you can't be so bothered by the process that you give up on the outcome. Now let's get into tonight's meal. Chimichurri Grain Bowls with Crispy Lentils. Now I don't know who came up with a dish that has roasted onions, but we're gonna get into it. So we have the ingredients: the lentils, the bag of grains, the chimichurri sauce, the yogurt, lemon, bag of salad, garlic salt, and the onion. First thing they told us was to, geez,
Sir, all right. Cecily's.
we had to put the rack on the top. Preheat the oven to 425, and I had to keep going back to the instructions. It's going to be a repeated thing throughout this recipe. Then we had to quarter the lemon. I'm used to cooking with lime. Then we had to wedge the onion, so I had to look that up. You cut off the tip, peel the onion. Next, you had to cut just a bit of the root off so the wedge can stay together as much as possible. Then you have the onion. Put the knife at a 45-degree angle and cut towards the center. Learned that for this recipe. Thank you. Oh yeah, and you keep tilting it to make sure you can keep doing that 45. Still got my little cutting board. And that's our chopped ingredients for this recipe. And so we move on to the lentils. And this is my first time ever interacting with lentils.
What the hell is lentils?
Yeah, I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
It's too big.
And here is another equipment malfunction, because I should have a small strainer. And I wasn't sure if the lentils were going to go through the little holes, because it was, I thought it was too big. So I'm testing it. And we made it through. It was fine. Now the next step, I was supposed to rinse and pat dry the lentils, but I did not dry these things. I just moved right on ahead to putting oil on the baking sheets and skipped drying. I don't know if that was the issue. And as you can see, I went back to the instructions, but completely missed that part.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. See?
Damn you.
So I pat the pan dry, but not the lentils. So we try again, and right now I'm trying to spread these out as evenly as possible. It doesn't really go according to plan, so I end up just pouring it all out in one pile. Next, we are using the very professional technique of flattening everything out with a knife. It's beautiful. Now we move on to adding our wedged onions. And I really had to look up where this recipe came from, and it's an original recipe from the company that I'm using, but the sauce is an Argentinian sauce, and this onion lentil combination, this is a Middle Eastern inspiration. As I'm seasoning with the accents, things are about to get very chaotic. So the seasoning it came with was some garlic powder, and I was not sure if I was supposed to use the whole packet or a bit of it. Just doing a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there. And once again, 1,000 apologies because it's about to get crazy. Because nobody's in the kitchen with me to rein me in.
I'm supposed to put this whole thing. I would imagine.
Of course, I gotta have one more check of the instructions.
Terrified. Ooh, that's hot. Ugh.
I do not like the oven.
Don't burn me, please. Ouch. Get in there. All right, what we doing?
So we already set it to 425, but the time we need, it said 20 to 25 minutes. I went 22. Again, the instructions.
Okay. Have
Jesus.
Yogurt.
Now we're moving on to making the sauce. This is a yogurt pack. I didn't know that, which is why the consistency looks that way. I'm not sure if I should have left it out the refrigerator. I had a little concern with that while
I think
cooking.
I might have had this out the refrigerator for too long. I don't know what stuff's supposed to look like. Is that okay? Is that all right?
And then we were supposed to add half of the sauce packet, the what is Chimichurri.
Half the bag. Oh shit. That half? I don't know.
Keep trying to call that chimichurri.
Right, what else I need? Oh, say some zest. This little sad amount of zest. Is this even? Can this be called zest?
So here we have the issue of not having the correct tools needed as I behave crazily. If I had a zester, perhaps we would have had more zest.
Let's mix you.
Probably could have done with a whisk.
The hell is that? What is this? Oh, okay. Part of the chimney, whatever.
Just keep having a hard time remembering words.
That don't look the same.
I was very disappointed at this moment in time. But you accept and move on.
Okay.
Still trying to trust the process. So here it says when you have 2 minutes left.
Oh my. Oh.
You're supposed to massage the bag. I needed to separate the grains, but it was too hard. That was a very rock hard pack of grains. Next, you had to open the packet a little bit, about halfway, and then microwave it for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Put this
Now I had to go back to the oven.
I'm terrified to get stuff out the oven. That's the what's cracking?
Terrified.
What's popping? Oh, I'm
And then he's doing
terrified.
all
Mama, I
of
don't
that.
like pulling stuff out the. Mama, come take this out the oven for me,
Yeah,
please.
well, she was asleep.
I say, come take this out the oven. Ah! Ooh, I'm terrified. Oh, God, help me, please, Father. I'm terrified. Why? I don't know. I just don't like doing it. Oh, God.
None of that is necessary.
Okay, that's bought. Uh-oh, camera done went down yonder. Oh, that's burn up. That is burnt.
That is sad.
Okay.
And I'm going back over the footage and I'm trying to figure out because it said 30 and then it went to 29. And I'm like, is that minutes, seconds to count down? How did it burn when I didn't even do the max? And now we move on.
I got to get me my goodness, I got to get me a stand of some kind.
Now we're
This
at the
is
mixing bowl.
ridiculous. All right, come on. Yikes. No. Oh. Feel the fat on. Yeah.
Using my pot as a mixing bowl.
All right, there you go. Oh, that's, they said get it crispy with, yikes. What I'm looking for? Oh, the
We're
salad.
supposed to toss the salad and the grains together.
Yeah.
See, this is why it's unbothered, but I'm absolutely unbothered by what's happening in the kitchen.
Yeah, I thought I heard him. All right.
As I prepare to toss,
I don't know what the hell I call myself doing here. You know, that was dumb. That was dumb. I already ain't got no mixing bowl. I don't know what that's
I
supposed to
tried.
be. I really don't. Let's try this one. Oh, I burned up the spoon.
Not organized in the least.
I am confused.
Just mix. Just mix. Now we gotta put in the other half of the sauce. I think I used more in the sauce than I should have. Maybe that's why it didn't come out the way it was supposed to. This was an adventure. But hey, you try new things to see how you like it.
Do not know what kind of.
It's okay.
What the heck? You're supposed to toss it around and so you
Is that a little dry? That might be a little dry, but I think it came out okay. It actually was pretty tasty. It was an interesting combo. The pebbles of the lentils, they were little pebbles. They were crispy, but it was still good. It was still a nice meal. Would I buy the ingredients for this one myself? Don't think so. Would I not eat it if it came to me on a plate at somebody's function? I would. I'd eat it again. But if you ever try the Chimichurri Grain Bowl with crispy lentils, crispy, let me know.